Buenos noches, Anaheim, California. It is I, Aiden Conley. I'm here with Brooklyn's finest alternative rock trio, Hello Mary. I got Stella, I got Michaela, I got Helena. I'm so honored to have them here in my home state. Coming all the way to Southern California, I'm wearing my vintage, antique, as Michaela put it, my antique Hello Mary shirt. And they just played Chain Reaction in Anaheim, a venue that I know very personally. And to see them play warms my heart. So, how you guys doing?
We're doing good.
We're great. Excellent.
Yes.
We're doing this on my iPhone that might die at any second, but we're doing it anyways.
High risk.
I've had a couple margaritas, and I'm fucking feeling great. All right.
Awesome.
So you guys are here at the NAMM Show, which is something I go to all the time, being from here.
Really?
I'm not here this year, but you guys are here with Reverend guitars, right? Especially you two. Last time I saw you guys were playing Fenders, and I want to ask a little bit about your relationship with Reverend and what it's like as a bass player, as a guitar player, what your rig is. I saw you have like a tress bridge down there with a whole whammy bar and everything. Talk to me about Reverend.
Oh yeah, Reverend is the best.
Reverend is great.
Freaking company ever.
Guitars are
I don't know
great.
why I keep converting to a British accent. It's really appealing.
Helena is British.
I'm British right now, but Reverend is awesome. This is our first time meeting them IRL, and they're the sweetest team of people.
Cute family
Sweetest,
vibes.
amazing. Family-owned, amazing, talented, inspiring, thoughtful, generous.
Instruments, top notch.
folks. Yeah. More
When
importantly.
I was at NAMM last year, I played a couple Reverend guitars. I played a red one that I saw a studio photo of you recording with a kind of red Reverend model, and I was playing some sort of droney riffs, and it reminded me of you guys. And I was like, I'm doing my best Helena, impression right now. So I'm a huge fanboy right now, and I'm a drummer at heart. I'm a singing drummer.
Oh,
So I have an empathetic connection here with Stella, and I want to ask. Tonight the house kit sounded great. I know it was Zach's kit from
Yes.
Lilac Cadillac,
Yes.
and it sounded fucking epic. But you brought your snare out. What's
I
that
didn't.
snare?
I
It wasn't
didn't.
your snare, okay?
I brought just sticks
Okay.
to this trip, which is probably the lightest I will ever travel.
Can I ask what is the kit you normally go to? What is your home kit?
Yeah.
What do you play with out in New York?
I play a Ludwig Maple Classic with a 20-foot. It's a red sparkle. It has a 24-inch kick drum.
24. Big
Yep.
boy.
I do 14-inch snare, 13-inch rack, 16-inch floor, and then for cymbals I do all Zildjian, K Custom, Dark Crash, and Dark Ride, and I love them.
Just a crash and a ride too, right?
Just a crash and a ride.
Epic.
Yeah, and for my hi-hats I do new beats.
Classic,
Yeah,
classic.
so it's great. Yeah.
Stella with the K's, getting a dark profile instead of those bright fucking wimpy A's.
Yep.
All right?
Yep.
With that brilliant finish.
Those dark
Brilliant,
tones.
fuck that. Another thing I want to ask about is being from Brooklyn is like being from another planet to
Yeah.
me. What is the scene out there? And I read a Rolling Stone magazine. I was on tour with another band called The Honey in Texas, and I was wearing my Hello Mary shirt. And you guys that was around the time you guys did an interview with the Rolling Stone people. And they fucking they're comparing you aptly to a lot of great acts. They call you guys adjacent to Nirvana. I hear My Bloody Valentine and you guys. I hear Slint and you guys. Someone backstage just compared them to the Smashing Pumpkins. Those are all great bands with great comparisons. But I feel like it takes away from your guys' sound. And I wouldn't be listening to a band that just sounds like other bands because I just listen to the fucking other bands. All right. And when I first met you guys, I remember saying you guys got the dual singing thing, you got the melodic bass playing, it's fucking a unique sound. Where did it come from? And I don't want to compare you guys to other bands. I want to talk about who Hello Mary is. What in Brooklyn, what in Brooklyn bred that sound out of you guys?
Jesus.
Oh my God. This is
What
okay.
in
First of
Brooklyn?
all,
That was an awesome question.
I wrote these questions
First of all,
probably like a year and a half ago.
this is the best interview we've ever done.
This is the best interview we've
The
ever
best
had.
questions
Yeah.
you've ever had. So thoughtful.
Jesus.
Go ahead. I don't even know.
I don't know.
What
I feel
in
like
Brooklyn bred this sound?
What in Brooklyn bred this sound?
How did Brooklyn breed a band that is a three-piece rock band that's playing in California now that sounds like all these other great bands, but fuck that, they sound like you guys.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And what is it? I think one of you guys said it. It was either you or you. I think it was probably you. And someone said something about what does it feel like to be the voice of our generation? We're the same age, I imagine, the three of us.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
I'm 22. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're a similar age.
Yeah.
It's how how does it feel to be like an all like female group of like a girl group? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember one of you, probably you, said something like, I don't know, we don't really think of us as like a girl group.
Yes.
We're just a rock band.
Yes.
And
Well,
I've never thought of you guys as anything other than a rock band. I sat there and I thought, dude, there's fucking a singing drummer, a singing guitar player, fucking melodic bass player in a basement of a Mexican restaurant. What's going on?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I mean, okay. Well, we should all chime in because I think we all have a lot to say about this. We were just talking about this idea of, like, with the gender thing, we were just talking about this idea of, like, Riot Girl. A lot of people are like, you guys are like Riot Girl, but like you said, we're just, you know, three people playing rock music, and, like, we happen to be women, and that's dope. But Michaela said a bunch of times that she would play music with us, like, regardless of our gender. Like, it doesn't matter.
I feel like people. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I think people assume it's like an aesthetic choice.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like a.
You guys got
statement.
together because you guys were like,
Yeah.
oh, girl.
A girl band.
Yeah, which is
I will add, Michaela and I were looking for drummers, auditioning men and women, all kinds of people.
Yep.
If I lived in
Truly,
Brooklyn,
she was the best drummer, and that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of, like, what bred the sound, I really don't think it's an intentional choice, to be honest with you. I feel like it's just, like, we all share similar influences, but we also all really strive to be doing something different, because what's the point of, like, recreating a whole ass, like, other band's sound? Like, you want to be different, you know?
Yeah.
So I think we do make choices, especially, like, I don't know, I think the bass playing does have a lot, and the harmonies probably have the most to do with, like, the uniqueness of what we're doing. And yeah, I'm really glad that you pointed that out, because I really agree with that. And I think sometimes that goes unnoticed. So
I was telling Michaela, I've been following you guys since Ginger. I think you guys had like literally like less than like
vintage shirt.
500 followers when I found you guys, you know, so
crazy.
I feel honored, and I will fight to the death that I'm the biggest Hail Mary fan.
What's your last name?
Conley, Conley.
That's a cool last
Aiden
name.
Conley, #1.
I have a picture.
#1 Hail Mary fan.
I have a picture on my phone that I have readily pulled up, I think. Okay, I don't. We're going to scroll really far.
Yeah, that's brave. I would not go through my damn camera roll.
You can see all my pictures of my drunk friends doing silly things. And if you get to around here, I have a picture with you guys on September 8th of 2021. That's 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember this when we played with
I love
Julie.
this picture because you guys are like smiling and looking all happy, and you guys look great. And then this one, you're like, yeah! And I like you, Michaela. You're like, literally, like, yeah!
That's awesome.
And that's a picture that means a lot to me. And when your guys' record came out,
That's crazy.
when you guys were on Rolling Stone, whenever you guys did these like landmark things where I'm like, I'm watching this fucking band grow. You guys have over 16,000 followers. I'm left in the dust. I'm like, I'm fucking just one of the 16,000.
No, you're not.
And I came to the show.
Aiden Conley.
You are Aiden.
I came to the show and you shouted me out and you remember my first name. I thought like, I'm fucking getting the shakes thinking about that. I mean, like, you know, wow.
thought you guys
How
remembered
fucking
that
cool.
name.
How fucking cool is that?
How can we forget?
Yeah.
I fucking remembered you.
Thank you.
Different hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
even
know.
with your new hair.
Elizabeth was like, oh, you don't have bleach hair. We're not going to remember you.
The OGs.
Yeah, we always do.
I appreciate
You're an
it.
OG
And
for
anytime
sure.
you guys are in California or I'm in New York, there's going to be this connection.
Yes.
We touched on Reverend. We touched on NAMM. We touched on Brooklyn. We touched on the sound. What else do you guys want to say? I don't know where this is going to go. I might just upload this to my YouTube channel with like
fine.
5 subscribers.
I want
but
to see this.
I care a lot. I care a lot. You guys wear Adidas. You know, you got the red ones.
We swapped.
Those are actually mine.
You're always walking the green ones sometimes.
Yeah, I had my green ones on, but then I switched
We
them.
just got these vintage docs.
Yeah, I just got these. Aren't these cute?
Those are cute as fuck.
Right?
Those are docs?
They're vintage docs. Yeah, it says on the fucking
The fuck? Made in England ones?
Yeah,
or
made in
some
England
shit?
ones,
Yeah.
like-
I remember what I was going to ask.
They're so nice.
Ginger was self-released, right? You guys probably self-funded that.
Yes.
Recorded that in Brooklyn and released it, and there's a lot of fucking great tracks on there. I love the track. I think you sing on it. The title track, I think, where it's like, yeah, pass it to round Ginger. There's something about being in circles.
Yeah.
It's been a while. And God, I fucking love that song. And I love what's the song about having posters on the wall? There's another song.
Covered.
Covered.
Yeah.
Yes, that is my favorite song of your guys. Period.
Wow. I like
So-
that.
We gotta revisit that.
Damn, we
When
do.
you guys played some deep cuts tonight and some shit that I've never heard. You guys closed with Knowing You,
Yes.
which I thought was like, what? You know, you didn't do Sink In,
We
you know,
didn't.
which
We
I thought,
didn't.
like, what a bold set list for Anaheim. You know what I
It
mean?
was bold. It was bold.
And you guys did some new
Honestly,
songs.
We did not expect any fans to be here.
We didn't. We didn't.
If you ever play a show in California, I'm gonna be here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Talk about Frenchkiss Records. you know, you guys did this new record, and something I'm curious about, and you know, maybe I have mixed feelings, is that some of the songs on the self-titled album have appeared before. So, and I can tell maybe by my ear, like as a musician's ear, as a you know, music nerd's ear, some of the songs were recorded in different sessions from previous. Previous 6, like Evicted, especially.
Yep, that's true.
What made you guys say, even though these songs have appeared maybe on Ginger, maybe on an EP that we did, maybe singles released years ago, like Evicted, for example, but then there's new stuff like Rabbit, you know, like Droopy Eyes. What made you guys say, we need to take some of these old songs that people have already heard, they need to be like a definitive statement as our first album? And what makes it your first album, as you guys have so much called it, and Ginger not your first album?
Holy shit.
I fucking care about this.
I think we wanted this to be our first album. We previously called Ginger our first album, which is a little secret, and we changed it to call it an EP because we're kind of sick of it.
Really?
Yes.
And also it technically is an EP.
It technically is an EP because it's not very long. So we were like, this is perfect, this works perfectly. We'll have our first record and we want to put all our favorite songs on it.
Okay.
All our favorite songs on it, even if they're already out. Although we did kind of fuck up, we put way too many singles out and then there were like no new songs in the album.
Because we had a whole process that was like unconventional because we were just trying to put it out with a label. And so we released like Stinge and Sinkin' on our own, and then we're like
as
pitching,
that split,
as
with the blue cover.
Yes. And we were like trying to get people to like latch on, and then Frenchkiss latched on. And to answer that part of the question, like they're great. They're like an indie label. They've had a lot of cool people on there. We work very closely with them because they're a very small label. And yeah, they just kind of like, you know, do their job as a label, which is pretty much making the vinyl and the CD and distributing it. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been really cool. But yeah, I think you pretty much nailed it with the distinction between the EP and the LP.
It was just like convenient for us.
It was convenient.
Yeah.
An EP.
I more or less get it, even without you guys answering. I get like, okay, this is more official. Let's present this to the world and say this is us.
Also,
you know?
Regarding Evicted being, Evicted was from
Separate
a different
sessions.
session, and that wasn't intentional. That was just, you know, we had the money to record 2 songs, take something in Evicted, take something that didn't make the album.
Yeah.
It might make the second.
That's good.
It will make
You guys played it tonight.
It will make the second.
The next album we put out will actually be our first album.
I can't keep up.
It's gonna be an EP soon.
Yeah, this is actually
this is
Our first EP / first album / third album.
Yeah.
We're rewriting everything.
We're rewriting.
What do they say? We're rewriting the ending?
I don't know. History.
I also have a rather silly question. You know, about the Special Treat video. I mean, it looks like a ton of fun to record, obviously. And I saw some clips on your guys' Instagram where you're fucking laughing your ass off because I think you are just gorging. You're just going so hard on the food. I mean, like, who conceptualized the idea? I mean,
We all did.
all 3 of you
In
guys?
the original idea. In the original,
Tell me about this.
In the original idea, which we didn't do in
This
the
is
end,
actually true.
we were gonna have us all like shitting afterwards because we like ate so much, and then in the toilet it was gonna be the vinyl.
That's so awesome.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't know what happened to that.
We felt, I think we started to get embarrassed, and then it started getting really like more aesthetic, and we were like, okay, we shouldn't.
Hello Mary are a band that have a sense of humor. You guys have like a sense of humor that is so like subliminal in that like the
There's a reason this shirt is brown. That's all I'll say.
Exactly, right? Brown. What else is brown, huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with a scat kink, man.
Exactly. And when I see you guys on stage, you know, you guys are such a hypnotic presence, you know, and you're so still, but not in a detrimental way. I mean, I wouldn't imagine anybody else, and you guys are just like, you're playing your fucking hearts out, and you're zoning the fuck out, you know, and you're even more zoned out. And you guys have such an energy that I immediately latched onto the first time I saw you on Instagram for a second. Now I've seen you twice. And
so awesome.
To contrast that with such a playful sense of humor, like you guys have in the video and in the proposed, you know, ending to the video, it just makes me sympathize and just makes me connect with you guys. I mean, you guys are destined for greatness.
Best description. This is the most detailed and accurate description.
I'm a little drunk.
It's working.
I'm cold.
Maybe that's the key.
But I'm super happy. I don't have anything really else to say. Do you guys want to add anything else? Hello, Mary from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Long live Aiden.
Long live Aiden. For real.
In the fucking...
We don't like cute, but
Love poop. We don't love cute.
yeah.
Hello Mary, Brooklyn's finest rock trio. Don't call them the Smashing Pumpkins. Don't call them Nirvana. Don't fucking call them, you know, the Melvins. Don't call them fucking shit. They're fucking Hello Mary, all right? I'm with Hello Mary here.
Sorry.
They're the fucking best. I'm Aiden in Anaheim. What's up? Fuck you, motherfucker. That's right. That's it. That's all I had. I had no orchestra.